Moxon, originally from Melbourne's western suburbs, now based out of Sydney, training with Tony Dow, a Boxing Works gym. 17 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 10 knockouts. A man really making waves in the middleweight division.
And his opponent fighting at the red corner,
The Terror Jordan Tai from Auckland, New Zealand, trained by Doug Viney. New Zealand K1 champion 3 times. He's fought the likes of Buakau, Albert Kraus, and here he is tonight rematching Steve Moxon. Last time they battled it out to a draw in an absolute classic.
This fight is a rematch, ladies and gentlemen. Last time they fight Adrian in a draw. Both fighters to the ring.
Steve, Daniel, I've spoken to both of you guys. You're both aware of the rules.
Final instructions here from Bryce Birtwistle. The fight we've been waiting for. The South Pacific title on the line. Last time out they produced a classic. Over 5 rounds it ended in a draw. Tonight, how will it be different for either Stone Cold Steve Moxon or New Zealand's Jordan Tai? First round of action. Moxon in his traditional very short black trunks. Both men have speed, both men have hand power, both men have a lot of experience. A very good matchup on paper. Jordan Tai, part of the illustrious Team Cepho. He's got former K1 Oceania champion Doug Viney in the corner, along with Clay Oematangi. In the corner of Steve Moxon, Tony Dow, who is also one of the trainers of Peter Graham, who will see in our main event tonight. You can already hear Tony Dow saying, stay on him. And look at the work rate we're seeing here at the moment. 2 highly skilled professionals, and it shows, Hammer.
It certainly does, and the information from Tony Dow to stay on Jordan Tai and not be at range is good advice, because at range, obviously, Tai's going to have the reach, and those legs are going to be firing. So if he gets in on the inside, it's going to take away 2 major weapons of Jordan Tai.
Tai coming from a huge kickboxing family. Jordan Tai, Raphael Tai, Daniel Tai, Tai Vita Tai. More ties than your wardrobe, Hammer. Fighting family, one of the most famous fighting families in all of New Zealand. And the referee breaks both men. Off to a very good start here. Very busy, hard to call a clear-cut winner at the moment. There's a nice turning right hand there from Steve Moxon, just in the back of the ear of Tai. Tai's a very good counter fighter, especially with the right hand. He slips it through so quickly. Look out for it. The straight right cross, and there it is. Nice outside leg kick, nice and high in the thigh there, Hammer.
Of course, Moxon making it no secret that he wants to launch an assault on the K1 Max arena and take on the world's best, whoever is out there. So he really needs to, here tonight, he really needs to take care of business and perhaps knock out Tai if that's going to be his true agenda, I'd say.
Jordan Tai, who has been there to the K1 Max in Japan, fought the likes of Albert Kraus and Buakau Pupromet. High right round kick there from Jordan Tai. Nice leg kick again to the lead fight. The corner calling for Moxon to kick, not just rely on his hands. Was a real blazing fighter very early on in his career, if you remember. Hammer knocked out a lot of opponents with his hands, Steve Moxon. He's settled a lot since then. Far more technical fighter now. Far more disciplined fighter now. Good inside leg kick from Steve Moxon.
This fight pretty much picking up where the last one left off, which was exchange for exchange, combo for combo.
The first round we go to the towels. They fought to a draw the first time. You can see why again here, Hammer. They are just so evenly matched.
Well, that's exactly right. They're so evenly matched, and the styles are very similar, and they throw the hand and feet combinations. They've got the capabilities to launch explosive attacks, and they settle back nicely to composure and guard. So yeah, it's mirroring of technique almost happening in centre ring as we speak.
round of 5. Wherever you're watching our broadcast, hope you're enjoying all the action. Kings of Combat 3 from the Springers Leisure Centre in Melbourne. This is the first of our triple main event here tonight. And don't forget to keep up to date with all of these information on international and local Muay Thai kickboxing. Grab your copy of International Kickboxer magazine, out now, with Chris Tiger White on the cover. He comes out kicking to Steve Moxon, adhering the calls of Tony Dow in his corner. Full punch combination from Jordan. Nice right hand there from Moxon. Jordan's finding the target here, Hammer, but he's not got a lot of starch behind the punches at the moment.
Yeah, you know, I was just thinking the same thing, Michael. I'm thinking he's clean, he's technically putting it together nicely, but there just doesn't seem to be the grunt and the power behind those shots that you'd want to be coming out in order to stop Moxon. Moxon, in turn, isn't his usually explosive self tonight either. He seems to have settled a lot more, and he's fighting a much more of a strategic battle, perhaps very wary and not wanting to make a mistake and have to pay for that mistake.
I do have to say though, and Steve has made it quite clear in International Kickboxer and on the online forums, that he wants that assault, as he said, on K1 Max, but his style does not suit that type of fighting, Hammer.
No, you've got to go out balls and all, as you stated earlier, and just let it all go and be that explosive, exciting package that is warranted and wanted by the Japanese fans and indeed the K1 scouts.
That said, K1 is 3x3s, tonight is 5x3s. But certainly, this is not the pace the men want in a K1 Max fight. Blood from the nose now of Jordan Tai. Nice front kick upstairs. Good stiff jab there from Jordan.
What did Steven Seagal put in that fight?
Please, Master, teach me the lethal thing.
Lethal things. Anderson Silva now able to throw a push kick to the face against Steven Seagal.
Oh, nice left hook there from Tai. He may have tasted his own blood and it seemed to spur him on. Nice angle there. He dipped down to the liver like he was digging for oil, Steve Moxon.
Step across body rib from Moxon, nicely done. Starting to show good dimension and a good array of technique, Moxon.
Nice angles now, and he seems to be frustrating Tai a little. Referee's going to maybe get Jordan Tai wiped down here. And he's going to get that nose checked out, is it? It's bleeding quite a bit of Moxon.
Is there a cut there that maybe from Moxon, maybe from a head clash?
Peter Lewis, doctor, ringside, straight up on the apron here. And there's a lot of blood on that towel, Hammer.
There's no better fight doctor than Dr. Peter Lewis.
Oh, it's right over the eye. Very bad place to be cut.
It's under the eyelid. Under the eyebrow, rather.
Peter Lewis looks to be saying to Tony Dow, if you guys are okay to go on, I'm okay to keep it going. We'll see and monitor this cut, but it's pretty much the place you don't want to get cut, Hammer.
So just above, under the eyebrow.
Does that mean now that there's a target for Jordan to go after?
Well, there's got to be a sense of urgency now coming into it from Moxon. He doesn't want to have this fight stopped due to that cut getting any worse.
You're right, Hammer. There's the urgency. There's the explosiveness of Moxon that we came to know very early in his career. And Jordan Tai taking 3 right hands to the jawline just before the bell. It took a cut over the eye to wake up Steve Moxon.
Well, they started at almost a half-paced, very technical level, but now it's just kicking along, and Moxon has to get in there and just throw caution to the wind and see what he can put together, because if that cut gets any worse, that will be stopped.
World title will be decided right here at Kings of Combat 3.
Here we go, third round of action, set for 5. Good round for Moxon last round. Especially the way he brought it home after that cut in the last 15 seconds. He's got to keep that pace up now. That said, Ty's got to step it up too now. You figured that Moxon edged him in the second half?
Yeah, I think it just did, Michael. The work rate picked up, the aggression picked up, the initiation of striking picked up. So yeah, definitely he needs to keep that going. In turn, Tai needs to keep peppering away with a jab on that cut, let the right hand go, and it doesn't have to be a power right hand, it's just got to be working that cut.
And Here come the power salvos again from Moxon. Right hands to the left eye of Jordan Ty. Ty backed up against the ropes. High right round kick. Moxon catches the kicking leg, throws him off. This is good gusto here from Steve Moxon. Ty has to respond. There's a cut on the shin of Jordan Ty from where it was already taped up earlier. Maybe a cut he sustained in sparring. It's been opened up here. Oh, nice liver shot again there from Moxon. Kills the overhand right. And again, Moxon.
The clubbing right hook almost from Moxon off the right side. He's getting around the guard nicely, around that left hand of Jordan Ty and putting it right on the side of the head.
Left hook from Moxon. The corner did a fantastic job between rounds of stemming the bleeding over the eyes. Hasn't reopened here in the third on Steve Moxon. Still just no power behind these shots here, Hammer, of Jordan Ty.
This work rate, it really is just he's just popping and trying to put the score on the cards, but he needs to load a lot more. Michael, I suppose you've seen a lot more of Jordan Ty than I have.
It's a shame there's no power here, and I'm used to seeing his power days back in like 06, 07, and here though he's landing nothing that's troubling Steve Moxon. And when you're fighting someone like Moxon who's equally as busy, Hammer, equally as combination versed, you need to have that something extra. That extra is the power, and Jordan is just not fighting at the moment. You see again the left landing, but no torque, no starch.
I think it may be because of the constant pressure that Moxon's keeping on Jordan Ty. Obviously, Tony Dowd just saying, keep the pressure on, and that can be really frustrating. And in turn, it can just zap your power. And perhaps that's what we're seeing now.
Jump off right hand for Moxon. He'll take the third round on my scorecard. Body shots from Moxon. The blood's just starting to come over that eye again, but we're into the final 10 seconds of the round.
Lead body shot and then maybe roll the overhand right straight off. It might land for Moxon.
To the neck at the end of the third. I've got Moxon head hammer, 2 to go.
Yeah, pushing the pace, landing more power, and just busier generally. So this one looking now a little bit Moxon's way.
Fourth of 5 here. Time for Jordan Ty to put the foot down and start going to work. And some power-laden salvos. He's thrown a lot, as we said, but nothing has really phased Moxon. One kick from Ty.
Watch your head going in, all right?
That's it.
Would really be a morale booster for Team Cepho for Jordan to get the win here. They've been in a bit of a slump lately, Team Cepho, especially with the head honcho, brother Ray Cepho, losing over in Strikeforce recently in the United States. Again, loss against Alistair Overeem, his brother Valentine Overeem. Doug Viner losing here last time to Peter Graham. It really would be a morale booster. So at the moment, Moxon's still doing a very impressive job here, Hammer.
Good defence, good offensive attacks, good counter fighting. He's really stringing it together nicely, Moxon. Double glove high guard against the round kick. Dips to the body again. Works straight into the knee off the clinch. Moxon really putting it together nicely. Not the pure aggression and, balls and all sort of fighting we're used to seeing, but nevertheless a good show of skill. And we did say that earlier, Michael, of course, in the night.
Moxon showing that he can handle 5 rounds very well. However, I would like to see him tested at 3 rounds, though, just to see how he'd go under K1 max duress. Checks the low kick. He's going to counter with the right hand here, Moxon. Still, you see no real power in those punches, Hammer. They're more like a bit of a glorified sparring session.
He's putting him out there, but I just feel Moxon banging at his body as much as he's done and keeping that pressure on has just made him tired. You know, let's face it, he's just looking tired. He's probably feeling tired. So he's trying to rally to bring more power, but maybe just not able to.
40 seconds remaining in the fourth round.
The crowd have gone deathly silent here at Springers Leisure Centre. Capacity crowd on hand. Biggest crowd they've had yet. The Kings of Combat. Hisham Hanna has had to add more chairs than the usual setup here to accommodate an enormous crowd. There's a nice left hand from Jordan, but again just didn't have the starch behind it. It's been a better round though for Ty. Moxon has slowed a little as compared to the previous 2 rounds. 10 seconds remaining. There's a good left hook from Ty. And another one. Will it be enough to steal the round maybe for Jordan Ty? 3 left hooks in a row. Hammer, your thoughts with 1 round remaining?
Well, a slightly better round from Jordan Ty, landing some nice clean hooks, but still Moxon pushing the pace, landing the cleaner shots and putting more score on the scorecards than Ty. So still a blue corner and Steve Moxon for mine.
Keep the combat 3. Royal heavyweight title on the line. Fighters, second bouts.
Fifth and final round here between Jordan Ty and Steve Moxon. We've got Moxon in. Where's the signs from Jordan Ty in the fourth? The tan from Ty was nice on the count of the jabs. And again, good angles work here from Jordan Ty. Moxon outside leg kick. It's been more of a boxing contest. Good right hand there from Ty. He's still finding the target very regularly. If only he had about 40% more power, Hammer, you wonder.
The straight punches are paying good dividends for Moxon. Oh, a nice uppercut, Ty.
Best punch of the fight so far from Jordan Ty.
Straight through the guard, and that's nicely timed. I'm surprised not as many fighters have been working off that uppercut or working the uppercut into their striking combinations with their hands. Especially when you're fighting someone who has their elbows very wide apart. You can thread it through nicely.
Moxon on the front foot now. Goes to the body. And again to the liver. That was a hard shot. Jordan felt it. Moxon gets to the left. Oh, he rocked him with that one. Here comes Jordan Ty. Throwing left hooks without caution. Now is the Kiwi. Those left hooks are powering through now. Jordan Ty finally has found some rhythm, found some power. He backs up Moxon again. But can he continue the momentum here? Do you smell another draw on the horizon? Should Jordan take this round, Hammer?
Well, if you get the only way a draw would even remotely come close to happening again is if Ty gets an 8 count on Moxon. Apart from that, I've got it all one-way traffic.
Oh, Jordan just tags him again with that left hand. And once more, Moxon dropping the right hand low. But that may be all Jordan Ty has. Moxon looks to pull the head down for a knee. It has been another fantastic contest. Non-stop work rate from the opening bell. Left hook again from Jordan Ty. He's had more hooks than a tackle box, says the Kiwi. But still Moxon on the front foot here. Right hand lead. It's time for someone to go kleptomaniac and steal this round like a thief in the night. Who will it be? You hear Clay Wamantungi in the corner saying, go Jordan. Final 10 seconds of the fight. Another left hook from Jordan Tai. Overhand right from Tai. And that's how it is. How about your thoughts after the fight?
Well, that was probably one of the better rounds rather from Jordan Tai was the fifth final. And, for my money, I'm going all the way up the blue corner. And Steve Moxon, not the explosive Moxon we're used to seeing, but nevertheless a very tradesman-like effort from him, methodical and paced, and they're doing the push-up dance-off, so to speak.
I love it. I love it.
Two great training, ladies and gentlemen. Both their last fights going the distance. The last one ended in a draw. We await the judges' scorecard to see how this one went down. Ladies and gentlemen, a majority point decision. Your first judge saw the fight 49-49. Your second judge saw the fight 50-48, 49-47 with your winner and new ISKA South Pacific champion, Stone Cold Steve Moxon.
As we thought, Stone Cold Steve Moxon takes a decision here over Jordan Tai and moves his record to 18 wins.